Seriously guys, what is it with you lot asking me to do sequels of films when I've not done the originals? A few weeks ago, I actually had a request for Batman Returns. I've also had a request for Nightmare on Elm Street 3. That's coming up in a few weeks' time. And I also had a request for Avengers Endgame. The thing is, I can't do a video on Avengers Endgame without doing this film. So, I'm Berryman81, and this is 10 Things Wrong with Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War is a 2018 American superhero film based on Marvel Comics superhero team, the Avengers, and released by Marvel Studios. The film tells the story of Thanos, who after 10 years of working behind the scenes, finally decides to make his move, collecting all 6 Infinity Stones to wipe out half the life in the universe. And it is down to the Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy and everybody else to try and stop him. When the film was released, it received praise for so many different things, from the performances, the visual effects, the action series, the emotional weight, but it was also criticised for relying too much on the MCU history. But what have I found wrong with this film? Well, let's discuss 10 things wrong with Avengers Infinity War. Number 10, Power Stone. The film starts with Thanos attacking the Asgardian fleet because he's after the Tesseract, which is holding one of the Infinity Stones. But he also shows you that he's already got one of the Infinity Stones, the Power Stone. Now, it is said in the film that he decimated Xandar to get the stone. I would have liked to have seen that, wouldn't you? Now, I know that's a common complaint. How did he get it? It does say in the film, which is sort of okay, but still, I wanted to see Thanos getting all 6 stones. Is that too much to ask for? Number 9, glasses. The problem with this film is it has been reviewed to death. I mean, there are people that have watched this film frame by frame by frame. So that, bizarrely enough, I'm not going to find anything new because it's just been nitpicked to death. But this one is too in your face. I can't ignore it. Now, there are other videos that have said about it, but when Tony Stark turns into Iron Man for the first time in this film, he takes his glasses off, he walks down the road, and his glasses disappear. I also cannot see the camera at this moment in time. Where did the glasses go? Seriously? Were they nanotech and absorbed into his armour? That would have been a cool feature if you'd done that. But no, the glasses just sort of poof. Number 8, parachute. Spider-Man's hanging on to the top of the ship, he's running out of oxygen. Tony Stark gives him the Iron Spider suit, which is amazing. Iron Man says, Friday, send him home, and this parachute appears to take him home. And then a few moments later, Spider-Man's still hanging on to the ship with no parachute. Where did the parachute go? Anybody? I can't actually answer that one. The parachute just disappeared completely.
Number 7, sneak attack.
Wanda and Vision are having a very nice romantic evening walking around Edinburgh in Scotland. First of all, is that actually possible? Anyway, back to the film. They are attacked surprisingly by Thanos' children. One of them spears him through the back of the chest, and yeah, nice action sequence. Captain America, Black Widow appear to save the day. And it turns out they appeared on a gigantic spaceship. How the hell did nobody in Edinburgh notice that spaceship? They were all drunk, weren't they? Everybody in Edinburgh was drunk. But seriously, that spaceship would have been noticed. Number 6, agreeing with the bad guy. In quite a few of my videos, I have actually referenced this film, even though this is the first time I've reviewed it. The fact that I love the fact they gave Thanos a backstory and gravitas and explain to us audience why he was doing. The problem I've got is, how many people actually agreed with Thanos? Now, there is the other side of the argument saying, well, why didn't he just double everything and that will solve the problem? But the fact is, Thanos does have a point. I feel wrong saying this. Killing half the humans on this planet would help. It's not right though. This is a Disney film. How can they make us agree with the bad guy? Number 5, wrong Gamora question. One of the funniest scenes, which was ad-libbed by Bautista, was the where is Gamora? Who is Gamora? Why is Gamora? It's hilarious, especially, as I said, that was ad-libbed. But they didn't ask the most important question, especially in this day and age. How is Gamora? Anybody? I mean, she was kidnapped by her father. She can't be that good. No one asked how she was. Poor Gamora. Number 4, Thanos' strength. Now, this is something I have thought about before. Now I'm doing this series, I'm going to say it to all you lovely people sitting at home on your mobile phones. Is it just me, or does Thanos get weaker the more stones he gets? Think about it. The first time we actually see Thanos fight, he only has 2 stones. He goes toe to toe with the Hulk and beats him. Flat down. He put the smackdown on the Hulk, and it was amazing. But the more stones he gets, the weaker he seems to be. I mean, he went toe to toe with Thor. We've already seen Hulk beat Thor up. Captain America was holding Thanos as well. He went toe to toe. Thanos had all 6 Infinity Stones and couldn't control Captain America. There's no way in hell. If Captain America and Hulk went toe to toe, sorry, my money's on Hulk. But you've seen this guy, without breaking a sweat, beat up the Hulk and struggle to contain Captain America. And the only difference was he had all the stones. So my theory is the stones actually make Thanos weaker. Number 3, Thanos' relationship. Quill describes Thanos as Gamora's stepfather. Nope, it's not a stepfather. Stepfather's when you marry his mother. Thanos did not marry Gamora's mother. Thanos murdered Gamora's mother. More accurate title would have been adoptive father. Get your facts right, people. Anyone would think this was a John Favreau video, because I do pick that up on his films quite a lot. Number 2, Doctor Strange's missing powers. One thing that came across from the Doctor Strange film and in Thor Ragnarok and in even this film, the sorcerers can do this thing and have a magic portal appear. So while they're on the spaceship, Doctor Strange actually asks Tony Stark if he can turn the ship around. Why didn't you just do the magic portal thing? You could have got home. You could have sent everyone home. You could have actually outrun Thanos anywhere doing that one, and it would have been safe. But no, you didn't do that. Why not? I know towards the end that Doctor Strange gave Thanos one of the Infinity Stones, but this was before that. Was Doctor Strange secretly helping Thanos? It's an interesting theory. Number 1, Contadicting Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok, probably the best Thor film out of all 3 of them. It's brilliant. And one of the main things from Ragnarok was Thor does not need his hammer. And towards the end of the film, he embraced that. He doesn't need the hammer. He is in full control of his powers. So what does this film? He spends the entire film saying, I need a hammer, I need a hammer, I need a hammer. And then he gets an axe. This film has actually just contradicted everything that Thor Ragnarok stood for. That's not a good thing, really, especially as that was one of the best Thor films. Final thoughts. Yes, this week I am nitpicking. There's not actually much wrong with this movie. There is so much movie in this movie. It is non-stop, action-packed from start to finish. You don't even get a chance to breathe. It is just wow. And the ending, oh my God. Thanos demanded silence, and 10 out of 10 for the press, YouTuber reviews, and everybody for keeping it secret. It was still a shocker the first time you saw it, and so much so, I am not saying what happened at the end of this film. Seriously, if you don't know what happens at the end of this film, why not? But everything was perfect. Special effects, the soundtrack, the acting was brilliantly. Now, I said in the intro, this film got a lot of criticism for relying too much on past MCU films. I don't think that's a bad thing. In fact, I say that's a good thing, That was something I loved when I went to the cinema to see a premiere of this film, and I loved that. The fact that it didn't explain to you, it didn't treat you like a child. It assumed that you've seen the rest of these films. And if you hadn't, you're gonna go and watch the rest of these films and then watch this again. This was brilliant. And I wish more films did like that. Sequels, if you're doing a sequel, assume we have seen the first one. It makes a better film. And I'm glad they did it. It was brilliant, fantastic. So what am I going to rank this film? Well, it is a Disney film, and unfortunately I do have a habit of doing this with Disney films, but this is so deserved. 10. 10 out of 10 berries. You can't knock it for anything. This film was brilliant. I'm not saying the P word. That P word is a swear word in this channel. But that's my opinion. Is there anyone that disagrees with me? Of course there is. Write your opinion in the comments below. If you don't think it's 10 out of 10, say what you think it is out of 10. Love to see your opinion. So what am I doing next week? Well, I said at the end of last week, I said at the beginning of this video, you should know what film I'm doing next Sunday. So if you want to know what I think about that film, come back next Sunday. Take care, bye-bye.